American Dad doesn't get enough credit for. They totally righted the ship on Haley. I know this is going to sound weird, and you might not even remember this, but Haley was in real danger of being the next Meg. The writers really didn't seem to know what to do with her anymore. In fact, there was a whole fourth wall breaking gag where both Klaus and Haley sneak into an episode and say that, oh, you have to pay us. That seemed to be their future. In fact, when her and Jeff's marriage first happened, I kind of thought this was their way of writing her out. I wonder if that had been the plan at some point. Let her have a happily ever after while Steve, Stan, and Francine, and Roger become the main focus of the series. Quite delightfully, though, that's not what happens. First of all, the marriage turned out to be a blessing in disguise. It gave her Jeff, who was somebody she could play off of, and this was kind of a reliable comedic partner for her in scenes. It also helps that I believe her personality went through a subtle reboot over the years. I don't know when I first noticed it. That's a lie, I do. Randomly in one episode, she declared that she was 19, which is funny because up to that point, she had been 18. And this, I have to remind you, is a momentous occasion in cartoon history. Characters do not age. Maybe they forgot what her age was. It signaled a bit of maturity. It also meant that they rebooted her character into more of an aggro tomboy. I noticed that there is a recurring gag now that she is very, very good at basketball to almost an obsessive point. That's never the premise of an episode. It's just a running gag she now gets. A similar running gag is Stan's books, or how Francine always knocks people out with a lamp. Incidentally, it's quite funny to see earlier in this scene where the animators just put a couple of lamps in a cage. Besides that, you can tell that this reconfiguration has really started to pay dividends. Haley has recently acquired her own friend group. That's usually a sign that the characters have a lot of legs. Long off-screen friend Nerfer has become an on-screen friend. Along with one-off character Danuta, both have appeared in multiple episodes. And honestly, Danuta is probably responsible for one of the funnier later day gags. American Dad is a better show than Family Guy. And part of the reason for that seems to be the Smiths actually work really well together as a family unit. They're bizarre and manic characters. When push comes to shove, they have a united bond that works surprisingly well. And because of that bond, it means that every character is actually quite a bit stronger than usual.